Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, I wanted to take a look at St. Meghan Markle. You guys, they have a lot of funny memes going on over there and things for us to discuss and dive into. So I thought, you know what? Let's take a look and see what everybody's talking about. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I love my Drunk Goose Club. Honk honk, everybody. All right, this is what I wanted to kick off with. You ready? So this was posted by Strict Translator 879, and it says, the cartoon, the movie, the horror. Oh my gosh, you guys, seeing this side by side, oh, I can't help but laugh. Anytime we can trot out this red dress, I am here for it. Ooh, it's so bad, right? So bad. I always know it's bad, but to see it paired up with things like this, oh my goodness. Oh, chef's kiss. Not only did I've been on and on about this dress, but look at it. Not only did they get the tailoring completely wrong, the fit, everything. Look at the wrinkles. None of it makes any sense. Oh my goodness. Even seeing it from this angle just reinvigorates me over this dress. And then Forgotten Goldfishes says, whoever designed this dress for her and the people who didn't stop her from wearing it hate her. It will always be known as the inverted nipple dress. The sad thing is the look on her face and the manic glee. She was so high on attention, as narcissists are prone to be, that she doesn't even realize what a disaster this is. Well, allow me, because this is one of my favorite pictures to show. Have you ever seen anybody more smug, more self-satisfied than this? Right here, getting it so completely wrong. It's just, again, chef's kiss. It's a joy to watch. So then we have Vincent Van Gogh, which is a great username, that says, the problem is this was altered. It was in their faux humanity. There was a whole team fitting her as if she were Cinderella, and yet it still epically failed. So once again, allow me, here you go, pictures from the faux humanity, as it was called, great name, and people, I don't know, falling all over her, working on this dress. You guys, I just can't even, look at all of it. It looks like parachute material. Oh, how did nobody realize how awful this thing is? It's so bad. People up under it. Look, it's actually less wrinkled here than it was at the event itself. I don't know. It's still pretty wrinkled, though. All of it. That huge seam down the back. All of it. So bad. Oof. Muff Piece says, exactly. It's the manic glee and attention high that makes it so especially tragic. If you're a lovely person, we wouldn't pick on her. I don't consider it picking on her. We're just talking about what she wore and how bad it is. The dress is certainly not a success either way, but it's the arrogance of it all that invites ridicule. Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. And it's another instance where, on purpose, she wore the wrong color. I've been told anytime I talk about this dress, it comes up about how inappropriate it is to wear red to this event. And yet, here we are. Okay, let's go on to this one. This is posted by Tomato13, and it says, Meghan's the worst Uno player ever. Shut up or stay out of the news, or draw 25. And then we flash to Meghan with her 25 cards. Yep. This is actually the most quiet she's been, but she's still, it's my belief that she's still talking through her mouthpieces. These, rumors we keep hearing, they're obviously all coming from Meghan. She trotted out Doria not long ago. It's about to be her birthday, so I'm sure we will see more from her. Top Place 3115 says, poor thing who was silenced in the royal family. Her voice was silenced, you guys. Obviously alluding to when Oprah says, were you silent or silenced? To which Fair Gas had a pretty great reply, which is, I want to be silenced with a $30 million wedding. I'll also be silenced if I can go on shopping sprees on someone else's tab. Rachel, you suck. Your greed is your downfall. All right. I wanted to talk about this. I'm sure you've seen that, but in case you haven't, this was something floating around. Somebody had used AI to create what Barbies would look like for, well, each member of the royal family, but here are Harry and Meghan specifically. And what strikes me right off the bat, my very first thought when I saw this was, oh, they can't even put a kid with them. They just because we can't prove that the kids exist. So here's a doll or a teddy or something. So obviously they've given him plugs. They have made her a much better dresser than she actually is. Her hair is much neater than it normally is. I do love that the Barbie is clawing on to the other Barbie. I think that's pretty funny. But let's take a look at what people are saying. So this person says, these are far too glamorous with well-fitting clothes to boot to represent Harold and his Instagram-loving bitch wife. And then this person says, the smile is scary. That part they got right. So I zoomed in to take a look. Yeah, the blank stare, the creepy smile. Okay, I'll give him that. They did that. Harry looks like he's partaken in some substances, so that part they got right as well. So then Vegetable Fragrant 120 says, the spray tan is wrong. She usually looks orange. Aggravating Mess says, I'm sure Harry identifies greatly with Ken's plight. And Tradition Scary says, the Todger and Ball situation is about right. Ew. Does it come with a tube of mom's face cream? Ew, ew, ew. Okay, let's get into a conversation about this. This was posted by upbeat_cat1182. It says, Harry married Catherine's stalker. In other words, do not be fooled by the wife's desperate attempts to smear William and Catherine's marriage. Okay, let's read through this and discuss amongst ourselves. Let's see what they have to say. Meghan is pathologically jealous of Catherine, and Harry is pathologically jealous of William. This is why H and M are together. The whole plan from before the engagement was to outshine William and Catherine. And through popularity alone, I'm laughing at that idea. I mean, I think the original poster is right. I do think that's the plan, but just the idea of that is hilarious to me. Through popularity alone, overtake William and his children and become the next king and queen. This is why they had independent PR from day one. Sound crazy? Well, yes, but neither Harry nor Meghan are dealing with a full deck. Their jealousy has made them insane. It's made them poisonous. It's made them treasonous. Word is that the Harkles were behind vitriol during William and Catherine's Caribbean tour. They're behind the incessant rumors that William is sleeping around. They're behind the rumors that the whales always argue and that Catherine never eats and that Prince Louis has problems. Don't believe it. First, William witnessed what happened to his mother. He would never do this to his wife and children. While Markle mocks Catherine for being weighty Katie, William was making sure. William wasn't just being cautious, he was being certain. He would never put his children through what he went through. Harry, however, is another story. He doesn't care who he hurts. Second, Catherine had choices. She moved in very wealthy and aristocratic circles. Look who Pippa married. Catherine was a catch, A+++. Movie stars look at her with the stars in her eyes. They're totally starstruck by her. When do they ever look at Meghan Markle like that? Never. They want nothing to do with her. Third, look with your own eyes at photos of William and Catherine together. They're in the public eye all of the time, and yet we never see them looking truly annoyed. Maybe every now and again, but that's married life. I've been married 26 years. It ain't all heart balloons and candy. It is trust, commitment, and sometimes walking through fire together. William and Catherine are a power couple. They're a family. They're a team. Any rumors to the contrary are a lie. How many times have we seen Haz looking at Madam the way William gazes at Catherine? Once? Twice? Haz usually looks angry and miserable around Madam. Let's see. Where are their happy family pictures? Do you look at pictures of them and feel love radiating between them? No, you do not. Meghan Markle is the ultimate mean girl. William is not going to forgive Harry for this. He will protect his wife and children. You can bet on it. Yeah, well said. I think they make great points, and I think it's what a lot of us have been saying. There's just a different feel when you look at pictures of William and Catherine versus Harold and Fraud, Harry and Meghan. I actually have had lots of requests to do a video like that. That's on my to-do list, is to compare just the difference when you see pictures of the couples, because it is, I mean, it's eye-opening to see it together. I've kind of already started pulling some pictures, and it is funny to see the difference there. So look for that. But yeah, I think they make a lot of good points. I just don't think, I don't, I don't think Meghan married for love, and I think that's pretty evident. But I also think that both Harry and Meghan feed on intense jealousy of William and Catherine. Plus, I could talk about 14 hours about how insane it is that these two thought they could change history and tradition and everything else that had been put in place regarding the royal family because they thought they were the more popular ones. Let's play devil's advocate and pretend they were more popular. That's not how that works. You don't just get to become king and queen because people like you. I'm American and I get that. I don't understand why they can't get that. It doesn't make any sense except for when you understand that they're complete and total egomaniac narcissists. Okay, and then Muffpiece points out their affection with one another is far more authentic than the perpetual clawing we see constantly from Ginge and Cringe. William and Catherine touch occasionally, but it doesn't feel forced, performative, or obligatory. Ding, 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 exactly. That's exactly what I say all the time. It's just completely different. They don't seem to be performing for the camera. It's just a natural, normal thing that couples do. And Harry and Meghan just do this insane, claw. It's her especially. And then that weird staring doe-eyed at him just really rubs me the wrong way and sends shivers up my spine. It just seems so fake and forced. And I don't know what look she thinks she's going for, but she misses it every time. And then Tradition Scary brings up, but when's the last time we saw the claw? It's like she can't even stand to touch him anymore. To which Calm Yak replies, at the Queen's funeral, I think, Meghan Markle seemed to have lost interest in Harry after that. And then this person brings up the doe eyes that I was just talking about, the doe eyes that she did for him at the Gloria Steinem event. We'd all forgotten because they immediately pantsed themselves on the world stage right after. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is such a good way of describing that. They did. They immediately pantsed themselves on the world stage right after. And if you're like, what are you talking about? Come on, it's the near catastrophic car chase. To which Calm Yak replies, oh yeah, I'd forgotten about the doe eyes. He was acting like one of her bodyguards. To which Tradition Scary had an excellent reply that says, oh, did he have his hands all over her ass too? Rolling on the floor laughing. It's so good. All right, and then Forgotten Goldfishes posted, my brother asked me for love advice. I told him to find a woman who looks at him like Meghan Markle looks at a camera. And they shared this photo right here, which is pretty perfect. There's so many to choose from, but here we go. Which this person replied, haha, your poor brother is destined to be single forever because no woman looks at a man like Madam looks at a camera. To which Calm Yak replies, and her mirror is probably her second favorite thing to stare at while she practices her rictus grin. To which Drunk on Red Cordial replied, or the way she looks at her brother-in-law. Okay, and then Big White Fishy posted this, and it says, shock, ... And this is something that's come up quite a bit. I wanted to make sure you guys saw. I didn't want to make a whole video on it, but I'm sure you've seen it in the news. This has been going around about the two of them. It says, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry snubbed elderly neighbor who attempted to give them a gift. So in case you missed it, what happened is this elderly gentleman who has been a neighbor of theirs since they moved him on a shit show, he apparently is he's a Navy veteran, and he had tried to give them some, I believe it was a film about the history of the area where they've moved to, and he was turned away at the gate. So Dependent Dangerous 28 says the neighbor is a veteran too. Absolute disgrace when veterans are Harry's passion. Of course they'll blame the security guard And the man was elderly. I mean, show some compassion. Harry should have had him up for a cup of tea and talked veteran stories, but no. The poor guy was rejected at the gate. I think so too. If this, if this is true, that's bullshit. He's elderly. It sounds like he was trying to do something nice, and they couldn't even be bothered to come out and shake his hand or say thank you or anything like that. Hopeful Plastic says Harry only cares about veterans when it's convenient and they can be used. If he really cared about the armed forces, he would never have used those events as publicity stunts or made those comments in spare. This person says her defense will be to blame the security guard. She'll say the security guard didn't tell them that the neighbor had attempted to give them a gift and he had acted outside his authority, refusing it. She'll say that the guard has been reprimanded and she'll donate a $5 Starbucks gift card to the local historical society to make up for it. Yeah, that sounds right. Something along these lines, most likely. I don't think they'll address it at all, but if they did, it would be something like this. I wanted to include this comment because Grizzly46 brings up a good point. They accepted the bike. Remember the neighbor? It wasn't a neighbor. It was a local business owner that dropped off a bike at their property. It says they accepted the bike. I guess they only accept gifts that have qualities that can be merged. And then this person replies, yeah, she's so kind if you're a corrupt celebrity, but if you're a regular person who won't advance her status, well, then she's a ruthless monster. That's the problem. You guys, we're going to end it here. This has been a lot of fun. I enjoyed this one very much. I enjoyed going through the memes and discussing, all this stuff with you guys. I'm dying to read your comments on this one. Really want to know your thoughts about all of it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to further support this show, definitely check out the merch. We got Drunk Goose Club. Honk, honk, everybody. We have Recollections May Vary. Make it make sense. Check all that out. Also, we have Patreon. Patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where we do bonus deep dives about every other day. I have information and videos coming out over there, so check that out. It's how you can get involved more in the channel. You can help with upcoming videos, and we do all kinds of stuff. We have weekly chats over there. We do all kinds of stuff. So check that out, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where you can become an executive producer. And now I would like to thank my executive producers. So again, thank you guys for being here. A huge thank you to Linda. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to Paige. Huge thank you to Teresa. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Aaron and Frank. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Ann M. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ann H. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Glynis. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Adair Becker. Thank you to Erica. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Barb G. Thank you to Diana. Thank you, Allison B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Lori. Thank you to Pauline. Thank you to KT. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Stromboli. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Loie. Thank you, Lucy H. Thank you to Georgia. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Robin's Landing. Thank you to Helen. Thank you to Mara. Thank you, Ashley C. Thank you to Molly. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sand Squid. Thank you to Rach. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Dombey. Thank you, Android P. Thank you to Sheena. Thank you, Aaron M. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Spectrum Mom. Thank you, Vanessa B. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mimi Heathcote. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you to Bree. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you to Elvis Rose here on YouTube. Thank you to Lori. Thank you, Tim B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Kathy with a C. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Ridley. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, John. Thank you, Donna D. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, 509 Cougs. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Big Bad John. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Duck Barf. Your name is always funny to me. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Vicky loves her corgi. Thank you, Charisse. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Genesee. Thank you, Essie. Thank you, Lady Grandmother. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Funky Buddha. And thank you, Trish. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Kay Coffee. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, K Cubed. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Stragoria. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Paul. Can you guys believe I ran out of namespace on the other ones? I had to start a new list here. It's just unbelievable. Thank you to everybody who has signed up to be an executive producer. If you're interested, definitely check out patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Thank you guys for everything. Have a great day. Bye-bye.